Well, here we are. This is a game that a truck driving game I've been keeping an eye on, a number of games, but this is one of them that I've been keeping an eye on for quite some time, and it's been in development, and we've been getting various bits of feedback from the developers. And straight away I'm going to take a bit of credit because I posted fairly early on, I think. I can't remember, it must have been on their forum or it was on Steam. And the one thing I asked for them to look at, because the initial previews that we had with the short video clips that the developers showed us, I didn't see any evidence of virtual mirrors because not everybody has, Oculus Rift or things like that for tracking head movement or track IR, and rather than having to turn your head each time to look at the mirrors in the truck, I requested that they have a look at the option of virtual mirrors like we have in Eurotruck, and I got a response from the developers back then, and they said they would look into it. It sounds a good idea. Now, however, what you've got to bear in mind is this is only a demo of the game. Now, back in the day, when PC games were a lot more prevalent in terms of they were on disc, you generally, in a lot of games, you would have a demo come out, and maybe about a week or 10 days later, the game would be launched. Now, the one thing I would say straight away is that in no way is this game ready for launch, not in its present state, because there are some issues. I've only tried a little tiny bit of this demo, and the other thing I've only done is I've connected it up and hooked it up with my Xbox controller, so I haven't even bothered looking to see if it connects up with a wheel. What you tend to find is that a lot of these driving games in recent past have not generally been that great when you're hooking up a wheel, particularly an older one like mine. So whether it does work with the wheel or whether it doesn't, to me is immaterial at the moment. It's more the quality of the game, first of all, to judge. And the demo is specific. It takes you through specific things for you to do in order to give you a little flavour of what this game is about. Because what it isn't like in terms of Eurotruck is picking up a job and off you go and you drive from point A to point B. This is a different way to look at it because it's actually partly a survival game as well. So you have to go through the rudimentary stuff that you would normally do in a normal working day if you were a truck driver. That is to say, when you're out on the road, on the long, cold, lonely roads of Alaska, you need to have sustenance, you need to have food, you need to take a rest, you need to do things like putting on snow chains if the weather turns bad, which you have to do in this game, and you have to make sure that you have enough supplies that will get you from A to B, which in the initial first look at this demo, I took the advice of the game where it tells you to buy, I think it's 3 tins of food. Well, I had them all eaten before we got very far, and then the next thing I knew, I froze to death and I was dead. There are obstacles to overcome. Again, this is only just a little flavour, but it gives you an idea of what may well be the possibilities that could happen in this game. I've got the music turned off as well, by the way, so that way we don't get done for copyright. So I'm using the Xbox controller. My on-screen overlays I might have to move around because I can't remember what the display's like, so it may well have to I may have to shift my chat if anybody happens to join the chat. Not that I'm expecting anybody. And I may have to shift a little logo, but we'll see how things go. So we'll follow what the demo says. So, it says, welcome to Alaskan Truck Simulator. We are very happy to finally be able to show you a demo of our game. In demo, you will have to complete a tutorial based on delivering the first assignment, which will teach you basic mechanics such as driving and transport. You need to take care of health, warmth and energy, prepare the food, collect the equipment and hit the road. In the demo, a vast majority of mechanics are not available, but in the full version there will be, among other things, many different trucks to unlock, a huge sandbox map based on a very large fragment of the real Alaska. Now, I'm not sure what, I've not read anything and I'm not sure what the scale is of this map. And as I say, we're only on a small section of it. But the fact that they have a large fragment of the real Alaska means they're giving themselves opportunities for expansions, which no doubt, providing everything goes according to plan and it hits the road, then you may well get map expansions at a later date, but that is far from going to happen in the next little while. They've still got a game to launch. It says full career mode, character development, many skills to unlock and reputation to achieve. I don't think that's how you spell achieve. That might be a typo. In fact, I'm pretty certain it's a typo. Lots of assignments scattered all over the map with randomly generated goods and routes. Several hundred different loads and dozens of trailers, expanding your own base and very extensive system of repairs and truck customizations. Many survival mechanics known from typical survival games, dynamic weather mode with 4 seasons and a 24-hour day and night cycle. So these are what's planned to be provided for this game once it launches. But like I say, I hope they don't launch this in the next week or two, because it isn't ready. It definitely needs to be tweaked. And you'll see, when I mentioned earlier about the virtual mirrors, there is a fair amount of frame drop when the virtual mirrors are on, and so that's something that they need to do a lot of work on, and no doubt they will have had some feedback on it, I would assume. So I've got my Xbox controller, which is a bit dodgy because one of the sticks, when you move it, it will keep moving. It just happens to be my steering stick that I'm using. Right. So, let's hold the button. And now it tells you travel preparation. So we have to go and collect reindeer meat from the fridge. And you don't have third person view in this, from what I can tell. You're just first person all the time. So we go over to the fridge, and you'll notice as well that whenever your little dot right in the middle of the screen there is focusing on anything, then you'll have the interaction button come up. That also happens in the truck as well, like for the lights and the wipers and the heater and the handbrake, etc. You'll see that in a minute or two. So we'll get into the fridge. We've got the reindeer meat as an ingredient. We'll select that, and then it says you have all the ingredients, put the reindeer meat into the cooker. So we tab out of that, we head over to the cooker. So this is us getting like breakfast, I would assume. And you'll see it's supposed to be a cooker, but it acts more like a microwave if you look at the oven door in a minute. It says you have all the ingredients, put the reindeer meat into the cooker. Well, I thought that's what it was doing, or do you have to still highlight it? Yes, you do. And hold to cook. There we go. Right, so it's ready. Open your inventory with the pad and click and hold on the reindeer meat to eat it. So there is the reindeer meat with parmesan, and we have eaten that. Now up top you've got the time of day, the temperature, how many credits you have, or in this case it'll be American dollars, and your present status 100%, etc. So we come out of that. Now it says go to the table and grab all 4 items. You will need them later, it says. So we head out. Now straight away I've ate something, but my stomach sounds very dodgy. So we've got chains, the car tools, a hammer, and nails. You'll see what the hammer and nails are in a little while. And now out the door. So we're now out in the yard, and we're looking for our truck, which is over there. Now one thing you will also notice is that there's the option to repair the engine, because one of the first jobs you have to do is to top up the engine with oil, and we've still got to purchase that oil. So we'll enter the truck. Now I'm trying to remember how you, there, that's it. If you press the right stick, it will take you to the different camera views. That's the external one, that's the further away one, that's sort of offset, that's offset left, offset right, or offset right and offset left, and then back into the cab view. You've got your GPS, you've also got your little mini map on the left hand side, which is being obscured by my logo. So hold on a sec. So we've switched that up top, and now it's telling us to start the engine. That's the horn. Ignition, handbrake, and the other thing I'm looking for is, where's the heater? That's it, hang on. This is where it's a bit dodgy. Now, I'd imagine if you're using the steering wheel, and this is where it wouldn't be good for me using the steering wheel this game, because it means that I'm constantly got to be leaning across the steering wheel to get to the keyboard to choose different things. And I'm trying to find the heater button. That's the wiper. Back to the handbrake. And the heater button is there. It's there somewhere, I can't find it. That's a differential lock. And we're already freezing up because I haven't got the bloody heater on. Ah, there it is. It eventually highlights it because it's fed up with you waiting. So the heater is on. That's the inventory. So we have the hammer, the car tools, the chains, the nails, and an ice scraper. Oh aye, the other thing is the lights. There is a radio, and I think they've got an Alaskan radio station on it as well. Right. So our first mission is to get to the Cantwell gas station. Now I'm trying to remember how to bring up these. Wait a minute, hang on. How did I bring up the mirrors the first time round? Oh, right, that's to bring up the map. Now, that's the one I want. I want that off, that on, and that's the Cantwell gas station. So, if we then put a marker down, that should then allow us to, right, you've got to be careful with this, it's right button to set the GPS, and if you keep using the right button, you'll keep tagging something else. That's what I don't want to do. Right, I think that is us. And I think I might have the handbrake on. That's jumping out the crop. That's jumping back in. I've totally forgotten how to put the mirrors on. But since the demo was launched, I've done a few updates for it, so it may well have been some tweaks to stabilise it a bit better. Ah, there's the mirrors. Excuse me. Now here we are at the gas station. And I've forgotten what the indicators are as well. And you'll notice that the markers line up green when you're in okay. So I've gone a bit too far. And now it's engine off. Handbrake on. And out the truck. Now it says use the button on the pump to set the fuel amount. Now I think it tells you like 10 or something. So now that we've got it highlighted, I'll put 11 in just to be safe. And then you hit the pump. Fuel cap is too far away from the gas pump. Move the truck closer. Well, that never happened the first time round. Well, obviously, look at the way I'm lined up there. That's pathetic. Go back into the truck and ignition, handbrake, third person. So you can see the first mistake there that was made is not getting close enough to the pump. And now I'm probably too bloody close. Well, that'll do. So back into the cab, handbrake on, ignition off, out the truck, double check that we've still got 11 gallons chosen, which we have. Right, that's been done, and we've paid $37 for 11 gallons of bloody fuel. Right, now go to the Cantwell store. The route is already set on the GPS, so back into the truck. Ignition, handbrake, third person. Now, how did I set the indicators? Let me have a look. It's not that way. That's the lights. I'm sure I had indicators before, but I've totally forgotten what the buttons were. That's just to look at the map. Doesn't matter, we'll worry about that at a later date. I think we need the headlights on, don't we? Have we got them on? Oh, I'll keep jumping out the truck as well. Right. Well, he's going to let us out. Well, I think he is. I don't know why it tells us there's a sort of little shortcut there, but it takes you through a little back road. There's no need to. You're better off just following the GPS round the corner. Like, you come out there, but it doesn't save you much time. So, ignition off, handbrake on, lights off, out the truck, oh, wrong way round, stomach's rumbling again, into the shop. Now it says buy 3 cans of food and 2 bottles of motor oil, so canned food 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm taking 6, 7. Chocolate bar, and 2 of motor oil. You don't have, what's that? What would I miss there? Have we got to get rid of some of that food? Well, the thing is that I ended up starving because I'd run out of food. Right, let me read that message again. I've got no room in my inventory. What can I get rid of? Let's see if I can take the motor oil this time. How many? I need to get rid of another one. I'll get rid of a chocolate bar then. Right, so that's that done. I still don't think I've got enough food. Right, so it says done. You are well prepared for the long travel. I never got a chance to read the rest of that. Refill your oil. The engine oil is at a minimum level. Refill motor oil for the engine to avoid damaging the truck. Okay, so out the truck. Repair oil. Right, now we have to go to the quarry. Right, that's the wrong bloody door. Is it? No, it isn't. I was at the right side in the first place. Right, so into the truck. And now we've got to remember ignition, lights, handbrake, back to third person. Well, I've only played up until the point where you have to rebuild the bridge, and then I died of frostbite and starvation because I never had enough food. And I'm convinced I still don't. These 3 tins of food, they don't last me long. Now, where the hell am I going here? I think I'm going the wrong way. Did I not go out that way the last time? I'm sure I went out the other way. I don't think I can back out this way. Yeah, I'm right enough. This is the way. So the next thing, if I remember, is to hook up the trailer. So it's not again like Eurotruck where you just have to reverse into it and that's it. You've got to hook up the cables. In the first attempt at this demo, as soon as I heard my stomach rumbling, I started eating food. Right, here we go. Your hunger is at a very low level. You need to eat something fast so you don't starve to death. So I'm now at the side of the road. I'm going to put the handbrake on, leave the engine on, go into the inventory. Now, did I take... See, the reindeer meat is there. And if I take that, there's 3 cans of food and another can of food there. I'm going to take... That's only 21%. So the reindeer with parmesan. That's me eating all of that. Handbrake off. Well, the thing is, you know, I would say that there's a few things that, even in this demo, there's a few things in this demo that Eurotruck could have set the example and actually had functionality that you have to do. In one way, Eurotruck is very much pick up and play and off you go. But you do have to maintain your truck. If you have a puncture, you have to change a tyre in real life. You don't have that in Eurotruck. And that's the sort of the little additions that I think it should have had. It's not just as simple as jumping into the truck and off you go. You've got to make sure the truck's prepared to go. So I quite like that idea. The only thing I don't like is when you have to fit the snow chains, because that involves one of these mini games where you've got to hit buttons in a certain sequence. That's if I get that far. Now it's 7 minutes past 7 at night. And I'm wondering whether I should take a rest now. You can see there's quite a drive to get to this quarry. Yeah, well, you would never have thought. I mean, the first thing that surprised me was the fact that I had to repair a bridge in this demo. Now, that's the route we're going along this track now. You see, that's me beginning to get tired. Unlike Eurotruck, this is what's quite good about this game. Eurotruck, you have to go and find somewhere to park. As far as I can see in this game, all you do is pull up to the side of the road, you know, as long as it's a relatively safe location, and you jump into the back of your truck, into your bed. What time is it now? It's just gone 8 PM. I think we'll wait and see if we can get to the pickup point first of all. I think the frame rate's actually slightly better. It's still a bit ropey looking in the mirrors, but I think they've actually improved it slightly since the first day the demo came out. It looks slightly better to me. Like I said earlier, they have done a couple of updates to this demo that I downloaded on Steam. Yeah, it's a long road to get to this quarry. Well, the other thing I said earlier on is a number of years back, whenever a demo came out for a game, the game was very often launched within a week or 10 days of the demo. I don't want that to happen with this game because I still think it needs a fair bit of update. Now we've got a bit of a twisty section still to come here yet, and we've still not arrived at our pickup point. Oh well, it helps to pay attention to the GPS because I've gone past her turn. I was hoping to get to the pickup point before I have to take this rest, but we're maybe cutting it fine. Now, drive up the logistic location door, right. So we must be getting close to it. Well, there it is there. Oh, I went and hit the barrier. I was looking at the location. Again, pay attention when you're driving, folks. Right, so back into the cab view. We'll put the handbrake on. We'll keep the heater on, and we'll get out over to the door, and it says there we're delivering sand, remaining time to take the task 17 hours, trailer's a base trailer, it says, distance 145 miles, time to complete the task 60 hours, base payout is $2,200. License required. So obviously, like Eurotruck, this game means that you will have to progress your driver's capabilities and his licenses that allow him to drive to deliver certain materials, obviously gas and oil and that sort of thing. Difficulty level, it says 1. Now I don't know whether 1 is easy or whether 1 is most difficult. Parking free back in front, I don't know what the hell that means. I haven't the foggiest idea what that means, but anyway, now what was I supposed to do there? Let's go back in. Have I got to, oh right, I've got to highlight the thing. Right, and now it says at the bottom, right, now back to the truck and hook up the highlighted trailer. And there's the trailer over there. But I think what we'll do is we will do this. We'll put the lights off. We'll have a look around the truck, and then we can enter our bed because it's 11 o'clock at night, and we'll jump into bed, and it then gives you a setting for the amount of hours you want to sleep. Well, I don't want 4 hours, I want more than that. Now, how did I change that the last time? Did I just drag it with the mouse? I think I did. We'll have the full 8 hours. And even that only gives you to 66% recovery. So we've done that, and we'll now sleep. I hope. And good morning. So we've been to our bed. Back into the cab, go to third person, No, first of all I need to start the damn engine again, hang on. Did I put the handbrake on? I think I did. Ignition. Right. So this is, I say, the one thing that's different between this game and Euro Truck, because now we've got the fun in game of not only trying to hook the trailer up, but having to wire it up as well. And I spent a little while mucking around with this in my first attempt at this, and I couldn't work it out. I think the camera was a bit confusing, and I might have the same problem again here. Now, what have I done wrong here? Drive backwards towards the trailer until the circles turn green and park. Right, what's circles? Did I miss something there? Hang on, let me get this centred a bit better. Ah, right, I think the circles are where it links up to the trailer. Right. Great, apply the handbrake, turn off the engine and hook up the trailer. Right, so back into the cab, apply the handbrake, and we'll leave again the engine on. That way it'll keep the heater running. So now this is the thing I messed up, because you're now looking at the lock. Oh bugger, it tells you've got to put the engine off. Shit. I've still got to put the bloody thing off. Where is it? There it is. Right. I'm not bloody well driving, I want out the truck. That's better. Right, so now that the engine is off, again highlight the lock, and it says, secondly, connect the two cables from the truck to the matching sockets on the trailer. Now I spent 15 minutes in this or more the first time I tried this. So let me see if I can get it right this time. So manage cables. Right, now that one there is going to the electric one. I don't know why it took me so long the first time round to do this. And that one goes into that one. So it says to finish hooking up, lift up the trailer supports. So we've now done that, so we hit escape or hit your back button in the Xbox controller, and now you've got to use the stick to wind up the trailer support. You'll need to wind up the one. Hang on a minute, get it the right way around. Hang on. That's it. Right, after hooking up the trailer, your destination will be set automatically. So now, we need to get into the truck. What the hell am I doing? I'm still stuck in here. Ah, right, I see what it is. See, it's just a wee bit clunky for me trying to use the controller to do things, so I'm not used to it. But anyway, we've done that. We get into the truck. Ignition. Handbrake. Now, did I put the lights on or off? I did. I don't think I'm going the right way here. No, I'm not. I've just read that there. Are you reading our comments? Yes, I can see the comments. They're on my screen. I've got them in my screen overlay, and you can see them on your screen. Right, let's get out of here. Well, my PC's at least, what, about 4 years old now, and it's a Titan, GTX Titan graphics card, which was top of the range at the time when I got it. 32 gig of RAM and whatever the Asus motherboard is, I can't remember. But it's more than good enough to handle the spec in pretty much any game I play. Right, let's see if we can get out of this place. So it's what time is it? Is that 9:58 in the morning or 8:58? I can't see it properly. 10 o'clock it is. I don't want to run into a ditch. I need to keep my eye on the road. So you can drive in first person or third person. I'm just doing this for the sake of the frame rate to see how it runs with these virtual mirrors. Right, we're now back onto what can best be described as the main road. Let's have a little, see if I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in. I was looking to try and read that sign there. I like to try and read the signs. What does that say? Glenallen and Paxton and Cantwell. Now there is a weather change going to happen. It's triggered in this demo. It might not be that far away until that happens. But the first thing we come across, I think, is this damaged bridge that we have to repair. And that, as I say, was the first thing I got to do, and then I died of starvation. My gut's rumbling again. But if I hit the inventory button, I've got the canned food there. We'll consume that. Now what's that saying? Damn, here we go. Damn, here we go again. The bloody bridge is out. So now I wonder if it'll let me get out and leave the engine running, because I don't want to get cold. Let's put the handbrake on. And pick up the wooden plank. Now patch all the holes. So you can hear the ambient noises from the birds in the forest. Fix hole. Now what's that aiming at again? What does it say there? Remove the barricade to clear the road. Ah, wait a minute. I had the symbol there in a minute. Right, so that's the barricade gone from there. Now do you have to move it from this side? Ah, there we are, hang on. Right, the barricades are done. How do I get back into the truck now? Handbrake off. Yes, you do need to eat and sleep. I had a tin of canned food there a minute ago, and I've already slept so that I could start the delivery in the morning. Now I don't know what's going to happen because I've never been past this bit. I died here the first time I attempted this on the first day it was released. Now you can see the weather has changed. No, tell a lie, I got past this because now I have to fit the snow chains. The weather's about to change. And you'll see that in a minute. And this is where it gets a bit fiddly. If you're not quite as dexterous with the Xbox controller. And now I've already had a sleep, now I'm getting tired again. Well, I might as well. It's insisting I'm getting tired, so I'm going to have another sleep. That was awful quick. Hang on. Back into the cab and get these bloody controls sorted out. Right. Ignition off. Handbrake on. Enter there. Bed. And I'm going to have another 8 hours, if you don't mind. That's taken me to 86%. It's going to be night time in a blizzard here in a minute. Right, so that's us out of bed, in the back of the truck, back into the front of the truck. Handbrake off. Ignition on. Did I can't remember whether I put these lights off. No, I never. No, I'm surprised my battery isn't flat. Right. Now what time is it now? It's 20 minutes to 9 at night. So there's going to be a pop-up in a second. By God, I think the hunger pang set in pretty damn quickly in this demo, as does the fact that you need to have to take rests. So now we're back on the main road. Can't see anything coming. Oh, I can now. Well, I can't see a great deal with these headlights. Right, we'll have a tin of canned food now that our stomach's rumbling. Have I still got the handbrake on? No, I had it off. Now, where the hell are we? We're there. Excuse me. That's as far as it lets us move the map. But it's looks like a fairly straightforward route to get there. Ah, but there's a bug. Because suddenly I've lost engine audio. Did that switch the engine off because I brought the map up? Or have I ran out of fuel? I don't see. Hang on. Something's going amiss here. Where the hell is this guy going? I think I've run out of fuel. Is it? I put oil in the bloody truck. Let me... Hang on. Now, what the hell's Let me get this done. Let me just come out. I never noticed any indicator. Right, hang on. You can't use it while driving. Let's have a look. Right, I've got no oil left. I never noticed. Now, let's get back into this damn truck. think this guy needs to stop and let me go past. Am I stuck to him? I can't get rid of him. Well, there's a bug. Oh no, he's decided he wants to go underneath the truck. Ah, that's clever. Oh dear. Listen to this guy's stomach. It's disgusting. Right, we need to get out of his way and let him get on. Right, that's better. That was crazy. I think we're going up a slight gradient, but there is absolutely no purchase in this truck at all. Alright, I can't stand that much longer. I need to get a tin of food in me. I might start eating nails if I run out of tins of food. I think I've only got one left. Now the weather's changing. We're going to have to put snow chains on. The first flakes of snow. This is where it gets arcadey in a minute when you have to use this button configuration to fit the damn chains. This could take a while, by the way. The pop-up will come up in a minute telling us that we have to put these on. Now it says the weather is getting worse, a blizzard might be dangerous. Let's see what it looks like from the cab. If I can get into the cab, that is. I've got to put the snow chains on. into this cab with the damn handbrake on. I dare say I'm not sure whether I can leave the engine on to change these put these chains on. Right, now, I think I need to highlight chains first of all. I think that's what I need to do. Now here's where I have to get this button configuration. Yes, you do have to worry about getting too cold because I died of frostbite the very first attempt I tried this. When the demo came out the other day. You must use one chain to use this mechanic. Okay, so now I think, do I have to get back into the inventory? Ah, right, press the Y, press the X, press the B, press the A. Now, I don't know whether that's it done or not. Let me try it again. Round 1, oh here we go. A, Y, B, A, X. As you've got to get through this sequence of events. Y, X, B, A. My stomach's rumbling again. Listen to that, that's really disgusting. My stomach never sounds like that. A, Y, B, A, X. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing here, by the way. I'm just doing what it tells me to do. It's still saying round 1. Round 2, Y, B, A, X. Inventory is full. What the hell does that mean? Let me go around the other side and try it and see if it makes any difference. Right, you must use one chain to use this mechanic. See, that's got me confused. It's saying inventory is full. Y, X, that's wrong. Y, X, B, A. And then you wait. I'll hit the button again. Round 1, A. Round 2, Y, B, A, X. Now, is that me done? I don't know because I've got no idea of success or failure. Now, why? Let me have a look. Can anybody see if there's change on these tyres? I can't see if there's any change on them at all, and I don't know. This is why it took me so long the other day to try and get these chains on, and I ended up dying of frostbite. Right, Y, X, B, A. Right, is that one done? Right, so round 1, A, Y, B, A, X. And it keeps saying inventory is full. You're taking them on and off. That's the bit I don't understand. It doesn't confirm that they're on, and it doesn't confirm that they're off, and I can't see the damn things because it's so dark. I'm going to die here again. I'm going to fail again. Inventory is full. That's got me confused. Y, X, B, A. I think that's when it's taking them off. You reckon that's what it is? Right, so that's one on then. So we'll try this side. Chains. Right. Round 1. A. Round 2. Y. B. A. X. Inventory is full. So that's that one back off again. Right, let me try this. We assume. Right. This is where again I have not got a clue what I'm doing. Now somebody has obviously, plenty of people have done this and had no problem, but I can't. It keeps telling me that, you know, we're having to put change to the wheel. Sod it. I don't want it to die. I've got one can of food left, I better eat that. Right, that's it, I'm down to wooden planks. Now it says change, change, change. So, if I go there and I highlight that, I'm only ever highlighting one there. It doesn't... Right. Do I want to try and mess about with this? So that clearly shows you there's no change on, from what I can work out. Right. I mean, there's a perfectly logical explanation for this, and I haven't worked it out. Now, that's to get rid of the GPS. Right, that's to bring up, I know what I'm doing now, that's to bring up the inventory. So I've highlighted chains. Right, I'll come out of the inventory, I'll go to the tyre, and we'll go through this sequence again. Round 1, A. Round 2, Y, B, A, X. So presume that's one fitted. Now, if I go into the inventory, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why the hell have I now got 5 chains? I thought we only had 4 chains. Why have we got 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Oh dear. Right. Right, so highlight that. Ah, shit, it's doing it again where it's saying inventory's full. Forget that. Right, come out of the thing. I want to cancel out it. It's the inventory I want to go into. Right, this is going to end a long, slow death. Right, I wonder if I drop that. Let me drop that. Right, I've now got 4 chains. Chains. But I never put the chains on in the first place. That's a good idea, isn't it? That is a good idea. What time of day is it? It's 3:45 in the morning. Sod it. If I can get in the truck, where the hell is it? The door. Ah, right, there. The handbrake's already on. That's a good idea. I'm jumping into bed to try and get some daylight. Now how many, that was about 4 in the morning, so we'll switch it to about, that'll do. Should have a bit more daylight. Where the hell am I going? Right, back to there. Is that chain? That looks like chains are on. There's damn chains on. How many's in my inventory though? I can't understand that. I've still shown. Is that showing what I've got together? Even it includes the 4 chains, even though they're on the truck. It must be. Right. Let's see if we can get. This is the furthest I'm ever going to get in this without dying. Well, I'm definitely starving now. Handbrake off. Ignition. I don't even know how many miles I've still got to go. But it's the same problems that I have problems with games that are so obvious. Once you've played it often enough, you can get your head round it. It just seemed far too fiddly. And the chains were on all the time. But I mean, it never gave you confirmation that the chains were on. And unless you're doing it in daylight, you can't see whether they are on or off. I mean, if there was confirmation in the HUD, I never saw it. Now, what does that say there? What did that say? Do not enter or something? I don't know what it says. Right, now where are we? Now why... See, this is another thing. I don't know how to reset my... I don't know how... Well, it's saying 40 minutes, but I don't know how to reset the GPS. You notice now, because I've leaned, I have moved the... where the hell was I going to? Right, let's have a look. Right, so there's no jobs. I know I can't remember what the job was. I can't. Right, it was transit and sand to U-Build. There it is. So where the hell is U-Build on this map? And if you right click with your mouse, you will upset the GPS like that, which is what I've done to try and move the map. The other thing is, and I'm just about to move the chat out the way, is to see where this U-Build place is. Now that's U-Build Paxson. What's that one there? Right, so that's where I'm going to. So I need to right click there. I think we're sorted now as far as that goes. Right, let me just move that back across to there. I think that's it. Right, okay, I'm getting the hang of it now. We've only got 40 miles to go. I'm starving, I'm hungry. Now that's why we're not going fast, because we've got these snow chains on. And so much for the blizzard. The blizzard is finished now. I wonder, I've just had an idea, I wonder if I can, I mean, well, the blizzard has gone past, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put the handbrake on, jump out into the traffic, if we can. You can't use it while driving. I just want to exit the damn thing. Right, where's the ignition? Right. I want to take the snow chains off this time. A. Y. What the hell did I do wrong there? A. Y. B. A. X. Right, that's them off. Now if you do that on one side, does that take them all off? The answer to that is yes. So I've learned something there. So the snow chains are off. We shouldn't need them. I think that's the handbrake off. Ignition. I'm determined to get this damn thing finished. But I don't think I'm going to last long because my gut is doing handstands. Listen to the noise of that. I think I'll die of starvation before I get there. Here we go. You start to lose your, what does it say? To stop the HP drop and start restoring if you need to warm up then and replenish your hunger and energy level. Well, I know that, I mean that's stating the bloody obvious. But there isn't exactly a little store at the side of the road to go and buy anything because I'm all out of food. I can't eat planks and I can't eat nails. And I don't have a rifle on board to go and shoot myself a moose. Yeah, this truck's crawling with this weight of this trailer. There we go. Career over, dead. Reason, empty tank. Well, where the hell was the fuel stop? The only fuel stop I had was one at the beginning. I never passed another one. Keeping track of fuel is essential if you intend to wrap up your day successfully. So there, our career is over before it's begun. Well, I'll tell you something. It's a challenge just to do the bloody demo. God knows what the game's going to be like. Because all I've done is mucked about with snow chains. And I've filled up the tank when I was told to. I never passed any other fuel stop. So how the hell am I supposed to get there? I mean, answers on a postcard, please. So anyway, I don't know how much this game has got to go, but I'll tell you, I've got a long way to go if I'm going to be anywhere near a success on it because I can't complete the demo. But I must admit, that's the furthest I've ever got on the demo. I don't know how you get to the end of it either without dying of starvation or without running out of fuel. What are you supposed to do? Piss in the fuel tank? I mean, good God. Anyway. That is it. Let's have a look at the options because I don't even think I looked at them. Screen resolution, full screen, no limit, view distance far. I think it must set these to default. VFX quality. VSync is off. I'll put it on, see if I don't think it makes any difference. Alright, so that's right, it sets to auto. Right, and medium, and then you've got your controls up top. And the controls are set for keyboard, mouse and gamepad. So it automatically configures your controls to obviously whatever you've got plugged in. As I said at the very beginning, I haven't bothered to plug a wheel into this for the simple reason I'm more than likely going to have to mess about with it and I couldn't have bothered. I just wanted to see how the thing run. UI confirm key, toggle demo cheat sheet. Right, what the hell's that? Hang on a minute, let's have a look at this. Well, that's brought nothing up. There's nothing come up there when I hit the F1 button. Controls. Right, now it says, alright, it's locked. I've got that idea now, it's locked. Change camera is the C button. Yeah, change it as the right stick on the controller. Handbrake, start engine, exit vehicle, switch light mode, left blinker. Ah, right, so the blinker's the left and right arrow buttons on your keyboard when you're using the controller, because you've not enough buttons in your controller to configure everything. The horn isn't configured to the controller, and the virtual mirrors is the right directional pad setting. What does that say? Block steering wheel? I don't know what that means. Switch gear up, switch gear down, throttle, brake, steer left, steer right, clutch, and then on foot, jump, move forward, move backward, move left, move right. Gameplay, show HUD on. I've got the gearbox set to auto, and then you'll get the audio control. So that's all you can adjust within the demo. So how big this map's going to be, I don't know, but 40 miles seems an awful long distance to go from your last night's sleep to ending up running out of fuel. So if any of you manage to get this demo downloaded, and more importantly, if you actually get to complete it, please post in the comments and let me know, because there's obviously, I think I spent an awful lot of time pissing about with the chains on the wheels. And I guess I take the tip, don't change the chains on the truck at night time. Make sure you do it in daytime so you can see what the hell's happening. But if you do complete it, let me know and tell me where I'm going wrong, apart from wasting an awful lot of time and getting starved and not having enough fuel. There isn't any other fuel stop that I could see. Maybe there was one up a side road that I never looked at. Maybe that's the secret. But that is our demo done, and again, keep an update on what's happening with the game on Steam. You can also go to Alaskan Truck Simulator on Facebook. You'll get updates on there as well as to how things are progressing. So until we meet again, happy trucking, and we'll see you again soon.